I hope you can see me. I actually don't even know.
Is it rolling?
Yeah, it's rolling.
Okay.
Throwing it on back clicker. Hey guys, I'm James.
I'm Jenny.
And you guys might know us as Moonlit Campers, or you might not know us at all. And we're super excited to show you guys our newest van build. We've got a brand new 2021 Ram Promaster here, and there's a lot of cool stuff inside, so come check it out.
So we normally start at the front, but boring. Let's just go to the back and check out the good stuff.
Yeah, cool.
So you guys know we love a U lounge, and we did an extra big one in this van. So come on back. So you can see we can easily sit 4 to 5 people, and if you really want to get comfy, probably 6 or 7. So we found this really beautiful brown vinyl upholstery fabric, and I did sew these myself. I'm really proud. We find this color just adds the perfect pop into the whole color scheme and really keeps it nice and neutral. So we went with a 4-inch foam cushion. They're really comfortable to sit and sleep on. It is a convertible bed, and we'll show you that later. This over here is my favorite spot. If you've seen our van tours before, you know I love a place to sit back and put the feet up. We really like incorporating lots of different lighting elements, especially for nighttime. We like to dim it down and just create a really nice mood. Other features of the lounge is of course storage. So underneath both sides we have trunk storage. So over on the driver's side we have this really deep pocket, and on the other side we have more storage as well, lining the whole length. This box you see over here is actually our wheel well water tank, so we built usable storage the whole length around it. At the back, completing the U here, we actually have another storage unit that's accessible from the interior of the van and also the exterior of the van. So to access it from the inside, you just lift up this hatch here. And if you're around back to access it through the trunk, it's actually a drawer that just pulls out. All right, so let's talk about some other features of the U lounge. As I mentioned before, we have our lagoon table, so it swivels around, making it really easy to get in and out, and it's just really manageable being the smaller size. But since the seating area does fit up to 7 people, it does open up with these leaf supports to make it double the size. So from here, you see this is the full-size table, and this actually fits perfectly underneath my legs here. So it fills the opening of the U lounge to start converting into our convertible bed. So as you can see, this is a great convertible bed, but it's also a great day bed if it's raining or you just want to watch a movie at night like we did last night. It's kind of nice just to set up a nice big surface. So we also installed these 2 bunk windows. They open up like this on either side, and with our fan it creates a really nice airflow in the evenings. In the windowsill you can see we have 2 USB outlets, which are great for charging our phone at nighttime. You can just set on the windowsill here conveniently. So on the other side here we also have our Webasto Smart Temp controller. So we have it in the windowsill here so it can always sense the temperature of the van, because it actually regulates just like your thermostat at home. So you just set the temperature and it regulates to that. Alright, James is getting a little jealous of all my screen time, so we're gonna switch it out. Alright,
so we've shown you the first bed, but we actually have a second bed in here as well. And this is something we've wanted to try for a really long time, probably for over a year now. So we've done our first elevator bed. So unlike this first bed, the elevator bed takes no work to prep. So all you gotta do is reach into our cupboard here with the switch and start to lower it. So if you're actually sleeping 4 people in here, you'd probably set it up something like this, where there's some even space on the top and bottom. But this thing can lower right down to the cushions, or if you remove the cushions, even lower than that, just to make it extra easy for you to get up there. Down below here, we've got a drawer that takes up pretty much this entire raised floor space. And if you open that up, we've got a fold-up step stool that just makes it a little bit easier to get up on top of the Happijac here. Almost forgot, but we've also got some lights over on the wall here, and then also USB charging for whoever's up in the bunk, just so they've got their own control, and it doesn't get too dark. All right, moving up here in the van, we've got our shower and toilet stall. It's also, first and foremost, just a really nice big piece of countertop, so you've got lots of prep space for when you're cutting and doing some cooking. To convert it into shower mode, you just have to lift up the countertop there, and then we've got a little hook concealed up there, and then you can just open up the 2 doors here and you've got access. Over on the right side, we've got our Compo Closet, which is a new brand of composting toilet that's on the market, and we're pretty stoked on it. It's super compact and small, just a little cube that we've tucked away on the right side here. And we've designed this shower space so that you can stand over on the left side and leave the toilet in while you're showering, or it can also be easily removed just by lifting it out if you do want that extra space. Tucked in back here is our shower curtain, and that just hooks up by going on these hooks that are located in the ceiling there to give you a nice enclosed space for showering. So we really like the versatility of having a pop-up hot shower instead of just a full-size shower. The full sizes are great if you're the type of person that showers every single day in your van, but we find that people often want them but don't end up using them as much as they think they will. So this just means it's a little more versatile and it gives you the extra cutting space, doesn't fill out the space as much, and keeps it a little more open as well. Mounted underneath the van is a compact 16-gallon gray water tank that captures all of the water from the shower and sink so that you can drain your water in appropriate locations.
Alright, so moving on to our kitchen side, I just wanted to talk about the interior design of the van. So as you hopefully can see, all the walls are done with Roman clay, so it's this kind of textured look, and we complemented it with these really nice arch inserts on either side of the van. I was inspired by the Japandi style interior design, so we wanted to keep things really neutral, brought in lots of natural wood tones with other kind of neutrals like our gray-green cabinets and a lot of our little black tones as well. So in the kitchen, we've got this really beautiful large sink paired with the faucet, and we like the faucet kind of in this corner because it easily swings around and you can actually have a little outdoor shower, or, you know, rinse off your feet before getting to the van if you're at the beach or something fun like that. Next up, we have our single burner induction cooktop. This uses 120 volt electricity, so whenever we want to use that, we just click on the inverter remote button, which is just here, and then this is all ready to use. The inverter also powers our hot water heater, which is underneath the sink here. I'll show you that in a second. And also all of our 120 outlets. So we have one in our upper cabinet here, one tucked on the lower bench, and then one underneath that powers the induction cooktop and the hot water heater. So I mentioned we did inserts on either side of the walls here, and it's just a really great little bit of extra storage, especially when you have just small things here and there, keys and whatnot, to throw them in there. We have little soap dispensers here, and then we designed these spaces to hold lots of spice jars so you can utilize the space and really organize it the way you like. So all of our cabinetry are on latches, so they all click in and out so that nothing slides out as you're driving. In this drawer we have a bamboo insert for cutlery and little odds and ends. So underneath here we have our 85-liter fridge and freezer. It runs on our 12-volt system and it's super efficient. We find this is a really great size, especially if you're going to be on the road full time. And we also really like that it has a freezer for all of our popsicles and ice. Underneath the sink we have this 45-degree door, and you can see we have our hot water heater underneath here. We just have a garbage can, and we also store the shower head for the convertible shower. We also installed this little organizer just to have little odds and ends underneath there and try to use that space really nicely. But it could also be swapped out for an organizer for pots and pans as well.
Alright, so we also have some dimmer switches on this wall here. So these are the main lights, and then also the lights for around the U-lounge there. We love having lights on dimmers just because it creates a nice ambience at night. I don't know if Jenny already talked about these, but I'm just gonna say it again because it's really hard to convey how nice it is to have lights on dimmers when you're in the daytime, but at night it's great.
Trust us.
Trust us, yeah. Alright, so just above the lights there, we've got an upper cabinet, and this one specifically has a couple things going on inside here. First of all, we've got the outlet that Jenny mentioned earlier, then we've got the water pump switch, and also level sensors for your fresh and your gray water tanks. We really like this feature because it's just a really convenient way to check your water levels. And then next to that is the Bedlift Control, which you've already seen. The upper cabinet's also on a flap stay up here, so it stays open nicely. And as Jenny also mentioned, there's latches on all of these doors, just so nothing's gonna come flying out while you're driving. On the end over here, we've got another little shelf. Seen over here, we've got some plants in it. And we just love having little details like this. It's great to add your own decorations. Put a speaker up there, another plant, whatever, it's just nice. And in the center of it all, overhead, we've got this fan here, Dometic Fantastic fan, which we love using. They're really low profile and they let in a lot of extra light, which we always love. And it's got 3 different speeds here. And it also has reversible airflow, so you can pull air into the van or out. All right, now that we've made our way back to the front of the van, we've got another upper cabinet up here with a great big open space and the same doors on latches there. Below that, we've got a nice big window. Again, more light is awesome in our mind. It just really opens up the space and makes it feel so much more homey. And we've got a nice big windowsill on this guy, so you can set some things down on there. And then in front of that, we've got the 2 extra seats. So we had the 2 beds in the back. We've got the 2 extra seats here so that you can seat and sleep 4 people. Now I want to talk about one of my favorite parts of the van. I spent a lot of time on this thing, but I think it was well worth it. You know, I think I want to put my hat backwards for this actually. This is my moment. So I'll just turn the light on here so you can see, but this is basically just a little travel nook for whoever's sitting in the back here. And over on the right side is the light switch there. Also on a dimmer, just like all the other lights in this van. And I thought that would just be a really nice ambience light for whoever's traveling in the back. And then over on this side here, there's also a USB charger, so you can charge whatever devices you have while you're chilling back here. And then down below is a great big pocket for storing books or, you know, water bottles, anything like that. And I designed it so that it was big enough to fit an Nalgene water bottle. I have never had any cup holder that can hold a Nalgene water bottle, so I really wanted to make sure that they could be included in this cup holder. That's very important to me. Anyways, I'm really stoked on this little thing here. I hope you like it too. So as another little extra storage spot, there's actually a ton of space right under the seat here. So that could be used for basket storage, check some shoes under there. And then also directly behind these seats, just against the shower unit, there's some tall storage there. So lots of extra little spaces in this van. Let me get a load of that. Can I get it behind the scene? All right, now up in the driver's cab of the van. This van did come with the factory RV package, which is just a nice little upgrade to the standard base model of these vans. Included in that is the 2 swivel seats in the front here. And I was really stoked on these. Like, we've done the Scopima swivel seats before, which are great, but these are just streamlined and part of the actual chair itself. This is the little handle for it. Spin around super easy. They're a little more low profile, which is nice, and don't add extra height to the seat. So that's just a really sweet bonus to have. Also, as part of the RV package is the extra bulkhead storage up here, just above the driver and passenger seat. We find that's really nice for adding jackets or just other quick grab items when you're leaving the van. It also included fog lights, cruise control, and also the trailer hitch with wiring harness. All right, just to hit some other notable features of the van before we forget, we've got some really nice sandy vinyl floors on this van. We love vinyl just because it's waterproof, so it's not gonna swell when it comes in contact with water, and they're also just super durable. We also have spray foam insulation all throughout this van, which just creates a really nice seal and full coverage of insulation. Paired with the Webasto air heater, it just keeps the van nice and toasty in the winter.
So coming to the exterior of the van, you can see we have our first black van, which we're stoked about. It looks super sexy. At the back here, we've got our water fill port. It's nice having this on the outside of the van just for when you're filling up, you're never gonna get water splashing in the inside of your van. And coming around to the back, you can see our garage area. It's fairly simple in this van since we do have all of our electrical hub on this side and our water system on that side. In the middle here, we just have one drawer on a latch as well. So another big kind of bulky area for storage. And as I mentioned earlier, there is a hatch, so you can also access it from when the doors are closed as well. Now coming to the other side. So on the back here, you can see we have our Noco Noco shore power inlet. So this is a great option. We have an inverter charger in this van, so it has a charging option, so you can actually charge the batteries directly if for whatever reason you're in a lot of shade or the solar panels are covered in snow for days. This is a great other option as well. All right, let's go talk about the real fun stuff. So as you can see, we have our ladder here leading up to our roof rack. So let's go on all up.
Let's go on all up.
So let's come on up. So this roof rack is arguably one of our favorite spots in the van. There's a lot of favorite spots, but this one's pretty good. So we have our rooftop deck, as you can see, with composite deck boards. We really like coming up here with friends and having a little drink, watching the sunset, and yeah, it's just really nice to be up here. So one of the benefits of having our roof rack is that we didn't have to drill any holes into the van. So you can see we have our solar panels attached directly to some crossbars, and we have 350 watts of solar power that feed into 400 amp hours of lithium battery. All right, well, thanks for watching our van tour. This project definitely took a lot of hard work, but it's really great to have something you can look back on and really love. And I do truly love this van.
I love it too. If you guys have any questions or just general comments, put them in the comments below. And if you like our channel, feel free to like and subscribe. We're growing.
We're trying to grow.
We're growing.
Yeah, please subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And as of right now, this van is for sale, so we will post the ad in our description as well.
This is going to be our last build that we do for a little while. We're just taking some time off to rest up and have a bit of a break from it. So we hope you like this one, and see you next time.
Bye. Is it neutral? It is still neutral. Who's gonna really call me out? I mean, I did say it's a pop of color, and then I said it's nice and neutral. Who's gonna call me out?